Salakia, man. I got to get a better screen recording, something that stays on. But basically, they pan out the land. They surveying the land, okay? Because, hey, they all around Esau. They all around this place. Like right now, I'm looking at one right now. That's the spirit. Two of them just started blinking up. As I sat on my couch, I'm looking at the patio. I'm just looking at two right there, man. Call Halal Yahweh Shimi Hawashai. I mean, they're just there posted. Okay, and what's so beautiful about it, the night of the blood moon, I was sending up some prayers and I saw two chariots, man. Brothers reported seeing chariots that night because the sky was clear as day. You know? So, hey, call Halal Yahweh Shimi Hawashai. Esau was done. He knows he's done. I think back in the 40s, no, I think it was, matter of fact, what's that? Matter of fact, it was, yep, matter of fact, let me pull this up real quick. All right, UFOs around the White House. Over White House. Matter of fact, over Overland Park. That's over here in Kansas City. Matter of fact, Overland Park, Kansas. Kansas City remains top location for UFO sightings according to group. Top location. Why is that? Because we're in the middle of Babylon, man. This is the middle of this devil's blessing. Esau got some shit here. See, this is a overlooked city. So nobody's going to really think about, oh, well, what does Kansas City, Missouri have? Okay, what does Kansas have? Nobody's gonna really pay attention to that, man. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna really say anything about it. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, through the spirit, Esau has a lot of materials here. This is why the chariots are out here. On top of that, we need protection. Now, I don't know how true this footage is here, but this is actually Midtown, downtown Kansas City, Missouri. Okay, they go that creepy ass building in the back, which I'm gonna have to do a video on that. Get the history on it, because that's an eerie ass building, man. I call that shit the haunted house, you know. But anyway, if this is the true thing or if this is just a depiction, nonetheless, the chariots are out here. Okay, Esau knows that. This is why you have dedicated Facebook groups or social media groups to these things. Even people gather up and they have their little blogs on YouTube and all that other stuff. But also I wanted to look over White House, 1952. Okay, and I believe they got the images of it. This is how it looked. Okay, and they was messing with it. They was basically bringing a warning to Esau then. Okay, and one of those presidents, I don't know if it was Nixon or Reagan, but one of them said that, hey, we have an unknown force from a different galaxy, so to speak. We're all going to have to band together to stop this imminent threat. Hence, Revelation, the 12th chapter, man. Okay, so, hey, the Lord is getting ready to go down, man. Okay, it's going to be a crazy, epic battle, man, because you can clearly see it and you can feel it in the air that something is changing. All right, so real quick, I'm going to bring out this precept, Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. It says, then the righteous man shall stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. And who is the righteous man? The Israelites, man, starting with the elect of Yahweh by Shemi Hawashai. Lord's willing, one of those men. It says, before the face of such as he have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. And when they see it, they should be troubled with terrible fear. See what? Our salvation. Okay, because now what they're witnessing in the form of these little herbs, they're witnessing our salvation, or the vehicles that's going to aid in our salvation. Because how else are we going to get out of Babylon when the missiles drop? We got to be delivered out of here. Like I always like to say, from slave ships to spaceships, man. And it's going to be a magnificent. We got over here in a totally distasteful and a degrading way, and we're going to be delivered with style. Okay, with style, man, and beauty. Okay, it's going to be just monogamous, man. People are going to be like, what the fuck is going on here? Because we're going to get delivered right before our enemies. This shit going to be crazy. I've had visions of it, man. Okay, it's one vision that stood with me for a long time. It was 4 brothers, and it was 4 different chariots, and I heard the countdown. And our chariots, our angels were hovering right over us. And then when the last 10 seconds, that's when, before the missiles hit, and we was getting ready to get beamed up, man. Okay, I've had a lot of visions with the chariots, you know, so I know that they're real. Okay, I've seen them. Brothers have seen them. We've witnessed them. We've witnessed the sky full of them. 2 years, matter of fact, 2 years in a row. Went to Chicago both times, and both times we saw chariots. Man, can't make this shit up. But it says here, and when they see it, they should be troubled with terrible fear and should be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all they look for, okay? And the reason why it's strange is because when you do this, when I go on images and I click on this, right? Matter of fact, this is strange looking. That's strange, okay? That's otherworldly type, okay? That's not a natural looking thing from the planet Earth. Now, these things have been around since the beginning of time. Because like I said, those are the angels. They harbor these vehicles, man. You can read that in Ezekiel, the 1st chapter. Okay, and I believe it's one in Ezekiel 1 goes into it. And also, I was reading that story the other day. But there's another precept that backs that up about the angels. It was going into the same angels on what they read in Ezekiel. It was the same story pretty much. All right, but this is a strange phenomenon. Okay, and this is Independence Day. This is a good depiction because this is exactly what's going to happen. I mean, the missile's going to hit it, but hey, at the same time, Yahweh Shai may zap that bad boy with a chariot. Okay, but this technically is the war in heaven. Look at this. This is exactly how Yahweh Shai is going to come back. And this ship is going to be so huge, according to Second Esdras, man. Okay, and Esau knows that this is a good possibility of his downfall. Look at that. That's a cold piece. And the scriptures go into them shooting lasers like that, you know. And like we always said, that we all may be beamed up into that fathership right there. All right, and a lot of you Jakes ain't gonna make it on that ship. Majority of you not gonna make it. The 2/3, you ain't making it on them ships, man. You can forget about it. All right, but it says, and they looking and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision and in a proverb of a reproach. The other nations, the 2/3, everybody that wrote you off as being crazy, being totally lethargic out of your mind. Okay, not wrapped too tight. Oh, this guy's out of his god dang on mind, man. These people talking all this, the no virgin birth. He talking that Hebrew Israelite garbage. All the woman got to be under subjection to the man. She's supposed to dress righteously. We can't eat pork. These gonna be the people that's gonna be looking like what the hell, and then they gonna be getting ICBM nuclear fire. It says, and they repenting and groaning for anguish. I'm sorry, Lord. Oh, Lord, please forgive. You know, of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision, and a proverb of reproach. We fools accounted his life madness and his end to be without honor. They just knew we was a bunch of fucking losers. They just knew we was a bunch of goofies, kooks. Okay, strange men. And that's crazy because that chariot getting closer now. It was far back, now it's like kind of closer to the house. But they just knew we was quacks, man. They just knew we wasn't right. Oh, this nigga's crazy. Spaceship. Yeah, right, nigga. Ain't no aliens. And that's what niggas say. All right, but alien just means foreigners, man. So technically you can't call the angels aliens, man, because they're foreigners. But it doesn't mean that big head Martians with green and black eyes. No. Shit, we're aliens to Esau, man. Jake is aliens to the Most High right now because he doesn't recognize them. Okay. And it says here, how is he numbered among the children of God and his lot among the saints? They're like, what the hell? This motherfucker, he's a prophet. He's a man of the Lord. Hey, man, that's going to be the best day to see the look on you people's faces when you really get left behind here, man. All right, and I ain't talking about no Christian book series. You literally gonna get left and zapped. All right, I got one more precept. I didn't intend this to be long, man. Meant to do this show earlier, but I had a lot of running around to do. So you know how it be, brothers. But anyway, this is the book of Revelation 11, and I'm gonna start at verses 8. It says, "And the dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city." The great city is America. Because America is technically a city, is open. There's no borders, okay, besides Canada and Mexico. But there's no borders to get from city to city. You have a bridge to cross certain bodies of water, then you win it. So overall, it's really one big city, okay, that's broke up into different provinces, all right? And it says here, "And the dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, while our Lord was also crucified," okay? It ain't talking about literally dead. It's talking about when we was in our dead state of mind. All right. It says, and they of the people of the kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3.5 days, and should not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves, right? Because they put us in captivity. You see what I'm saying? They worked us to death. All right. They didn't really do away. It was like, okay, well, they fell from their power. Let's use these Negroes to build this shithole up, man. You know, and it says here, and they that dwelt upon the earth rejoiced over them and made merry and sent gifts to one another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwelled on the earth. And the two prophets are the northern and southern kingdom, because it says that Judah was afflicted with Jerusalem, and Jerusalem was afflicted with Judah. They was all afflicted together. Okay, so that's why you have blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We all served captivity under this devil. We all was persecuted and put down, okay, casted down. All the tribes, all 12 tribes, okay, even Naphtali, even Issachar, Benjamin, Levi, Judah. All of us caught hell under this damn devil and still catching hell, you know. And it says here, in 3.5 days, the spirit of life of the Most High entered to them. That spirit, that 3.5 days, that's that 350-year period, man. Okay, from slavery to the 60s, man, when Abba Bivens went on the streets and taught this word. That's when the Most High opened back up the gates of truth. And it's been growing ever since. And it says here, entered to them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. This is why Esau is clipping videos. Okay, he's clipping videos. Okay, he's coming out now with this campaign that they're going to be monitoring these sites, these social sites, and they're going to, you know, really be on that censorship shit. Fuck a First Amendment, you know. And it says, and they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. But so much take place between these period of time. I mean, from verse 9 all the way up into verse 11, which is modern day now, that took place over 200 some plus years already. So from verse 9 to 11, that's a 200-year gap, man. Okay, easily more than that. So for you that's reading this, you can't just read it like a story. You got to understand the historical periods behind this. Okay, and it says here, come up here, and they sitting up into heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. Okay, our enemies, they're going to see us get beamed up. This is the precept to wisdom of Solomon. It says, in that same hour there was a great earthquake, and a 10th part of the city fell. Okay, which that great earthquake is the missiles hitting Babylon, right along with the chariots destroying this place, man. Okay, because I can picture it, the missiles hitting and the baby chariots are destroying this place, while the big fathership is delivering up all the brothers, man, and a hopeful elect, the sisters. You know, while the other baby chariots are destroying Esau society right along with the missiles, you know what I'm saying? Then, you know, the big chariot puts us all in it, because the big chariot is going to give the smaller chariot the order to go ahead. And the ship is huge, man. And what's so crazy, when they caught it on footage couple years ago, they said they called it Ezekiel's will. Proves that Esau knows that the book of Ezekiel is talking about so-called UFOs. You see? And it says here, in the 10th part of the city fell, and the 10th part is America, once again, because America is broken up into 10 FEMA regions. You can look it up. And it says, and in an earthquake were slain of men 7,000, which is a complete number. Okay, and the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the Most High of heaven. The remnant, okay, the elect, man, okay, the hopeful elect gave glory, man. We were like, oh shit, because when we gonna be held to torment. When it says that they should be tormented in the midst of the Lamb, in the holy angels, in the lake of fire with brimstone, bro, we're gonna be witnessing these people burn here. We're gonna hear it, man. The Lord's gonna allow us to see down here why these people are burning, because remember, the chariots are ahead of their time. The Lord can hit a feature in the chariot and we can see every particular inch of Babylon of these people burning. Okay, and we're going to be held at. That's why it says we should stand on a sea of glass having the harps of the Most High, because when you people get fucked up, we're going to literally be rejoicing that we got delivered out of this place. And guess what, brothers and you few sisters out there, that's right around the corner. This is getting ready to happen. Okay, we're at the time now that these events, we're really at the end of this thing, man. Now, it may be surreal to a point because, you know, it's still kind of new in the minds, but it's going to really hit you when you brothers start seeing the supernatural stuff that's getting ready to happen. When you start seeing things out of the norm, that's when the Most High is going to make a believer out of a lot of people. That's when brothers really going to get locked in, when they really see things, man. Okay. Even though we're locked in now with faith completely, but the Most High is going to do things to increase our faith because we need him. Okay? Ain't none of us really can say, oh yeah, I know I'm going to pull through Jacob's trouble confident. Nobody can really say that right now. We believe and hope that, and we can say it, but you won't really know until you know. All right? In Lord's will, the Lord put the Spirit on us. So I'm going to end it there. Giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to you. How about you, how we shine with that? Shalom and a ball.